Today is lesson 63, day 1. You guys are going to need your reading notebooks and a pencil. Okay. First, we're going to do our phonemic awareness portion. We're going to blend. Ready? Ash. Ash. Good job. Ready? Lunch. Lunch. Good job. Ready? Bench. Bench. Great job. And last one is stress. Stress. Good job. Please segment the word tax. Tax. Axe. Segment lash. Lash. Ash. Segment bunch. 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 And last one, wrench. 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 Good job. Okay, we're going to move on to our visual drill. Ready? G spells G and J. C spells K and S. A spells A and A. I spells I and I. O spells A and O. E spells E and E. U spells and U and oo. NK spells nk. NG spells ng. WH spells woo. PH spells f. CH spells ch. TH spells th and th. SH spells sh. CK spells k. S spells s and z. Good job. Okay, for the auditory drill, remember I'm going to say the sound and then I want you to spell it on your own and then we'll go back and check your work. First, please spell J. J. You should have written a J and a G. Please spell S. You should have written an S, an SS, and a C. Spell A. You should have written an A. Spell I. You should have written an I. Please spell O. You should have written an O. Please spell E. You should have written an E. Please spell U. You should have written a U. Spell oo. You should have written a U. Please spell ink, such as in pink. You should have written N, K, and last one is ng, like in ring. You should have written an N, G. Go ahead and check your work and fix anything that you messed up on. We are going to do our blending drill. Our first word that we're going to start with, sound it out. It is huge, huge. Please change huge to hug. You should have erased your E. Good job. Oh, wait. Just kidding. What if I add an N between the G? Sound it out. Hung, hung. Good job. What if I change the H to an R? What's my new word? Rung. Good job. What if I change the to an A? Ring. Good job. What if I add an E? Let's sound it out together. Range. Range. Don't forget that G. What if I what if I take away the N? What is my new word? Rage. Good job. What if I change the G to a C? Let's sound it out together. Race. Race. Good job. What if I change the A to an I? Don't forget we have our E at the end, so it's rice. Good job. What if I change the C to a D? What is it? Let's sound it out. Ride. Ride. I apologize for that. D, it's kind of messy. What if I erase the R and change it to a H? Sound it out. Hide. Good job. What if I erase the E? What's my new word? hid, fantastic. What if I change the H to a D? Id, did, good job. What if I change the D to an M? Read it, dim, dim. What if I add an E at the end? Dime, good job. What if I change the M to a C? Let's read this one. Ice, dice. Don't forget that sound. What if I erase the D? What is my new word? Ice. Good job. What if I change the I to an A? Ace. Great job. And last one, if I change that C to a G? Age. Age. Good job. Okay. The S ending is used to make nouns plural. Plural means there's more than one. 1 cat, 3 cats, right? This ending can also change the tense of verbs. I run, he runs. If a word ends in CH, SH, SX, or Z, we add ES instead of just S. Like in the words, let's spell some. Bunches or dishes or boxes and foxes. The ES ending has two sounds. The E makes a schwa sound and the S makes the Z sound, uz. Do you hear that? A schwa is a common sound in words with more than one syllable. The schwa is the most relaxed of all sounds. The schwa is made right in the middle of your mouth with no stretching or tightening of your lips or tongue. To make the schwa sound, open your mouth just a little bit. Just like this. Be sure your voice is on. Unlike all the other vowel sounds, we don't really stretch out the schwa. We say it more quickly. Watch me. Do you hear that? Sometimes a schwa can sound a little like a short U or a short I, but it's actually more relaxed than either of those. Try again. When we add ES at the end of a word, the E is pronounced with a schwa. Listen to how I say the second syllable of these words. Glasses, buzzes, fetches. Do you hear the schwa sound? So we are going to read some of the words with our ES at the end. Don't forget that it's a very relaxed sound. Practice one more time. Foxes. Do you see how I barely open my mouth? I'm not tightening. I'm not opening my mouth. I'm not using my tongue. It's just a relaxed, you guys try it. Okay, good job. Let's read some words with that ES, that schwa sound with the Z sound at the end. Watch me sound this out. Boxes, boxes. Let's do one more, and then we will try reading some words together. Ready? Dresses, dresses. Okay, we're going to read some more. Okay, try sounding it out, and then we'll read it together. Axes, axes. Good job. Let's read some more. Ready? Try it yourself first. Foxes, foxes. Okay, try this one yourself. Ashes, ashes. Go ahead and try this one yourself, and then we'll sound it out together. Inches, inches. Good job. right, ready? Buses, buses. Okay, try this one. This one always looks kind of funny to me. Ready? Gases, gases. Okay, let's sound it out together. Lunches, lunches. Ready? Lashes, lashes. And last one. There's that floss roll. Ready? Glasses, glasses. Okay, now you guys are going to spell. First, I will do one, and then I want you guys to do one. So, remember that ES is 2 sounds. So if you are using those sound boxes, you will put them in a box by itself. Okay, our first word that I will spell with you is passes. Remember, passes. P-ass-is. There are 5 sounds. Ass. Don't forget that floss roll. And then is passes. Okay. Please spell boxes. Boxes. Boxes is B-O-X-E-S. Boxes. Okay. Please spell inches. Inches. Inches is I-N-C-H-E-S. Inches. Make sure you're checking your work. If you need to pause to fix something, go ahead and pause and fix it. Next up is taxes. Taxes. Taxes is T-A-X-E-S. Taxes. And our very last one today is classes. Classes. I'll put it up here. Classes. Classes is C-L-A-S-S-E-O-S. Should have had an extra box there. Classes. Okay, go ahead and check your work. You guys are done for the day. Good job.